Right. Uh, I don't think anyone's going to be watching this anyway, but there you go. This is how to swap out needles in cartridges. Uh, when you get cartridges, they do come in different sizes and stuff like that with needles and etc. But sometimes you might not want the needle size that they come in, and sometimes they don't even come in certain sizes that you want. So today what I'm going to do is show how to swap out a mod general cartridges for tattooing purposes. We'll be using a T-Tech, there you go, and this one is a easy cartridges, purple ones. I don't really get on with these very well, but they're alright, cheap and easy to get hold of. The needles I'll be swapping out will be a Revolution, and that'll be a 919, so it's a 8 size needle and then 19 needles in there, you can see. And this is a Barber DDS 8s again, and a 7 round really. So basically, open up the carts packaging, take the cart out, take some of these are useless, they always fall apart, crappy old shit. Take the Revolution out. Let's take this one out. Right, I do this all the time. So basically, get your cartridge, and on the back of the cart, this bit here, you'll see, if I get it, if it zooms in, there you go, you'll see a difference between two. All you got to do is crack that open. Sometimes they're easy and sometimes they're hard, but if you just do it like that, that's it, comes apart. You've got two parts now. You've got the tip and then you've got the main part. And then if you take that off there like that, you get two parts, another part there. So what you got to do, take the band off, just grab hold of the needle. Sometimes you can just twist it and then pulls apart. Simple. Is get hold of this and then put that there like so, so it measures up the same, and then let's have to move this out of the way. Cut off. Yeah. So it measures up exactly the same length, and then what I normally do is give a little tweak, a little bend. Get hold of this and then push it in. Sometimes it's best to use a pair of pliers, and then just keep moving it and moving it and moving it so it fits in snug. It won't come out while tattooing. I've never had one come out tattooing ever. So, and then pop the rubber back over it again so it sits in there like that. Yeah. Okay. Then get your tip, put that back on over the top of it again. Put the band back on, just like that. Okay. Movement. And then what you'll notice, there is like a block of plastic in the mouldings. That little bit of block of plastic there coincides with that that bit of moulding in there. So what you need to do now is put that through here. Make sure you don't snag any of the needles and just push together. That'll click, and then that's it. You now have got a Revolution cartridge. Make sure it's not snagging or anything like that. Fine. Rounds, generally the same. The easy cartridge is the same. Sometimes these come apart really easy. Look, I don't even need to just pull apart cheap Chinese shit. And as you can see on this one, it's slightly bent, so they're not the bestest in the world, I must say. But saying that, so that's again, you can twist it. It just literally. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes you've got to use a pair of pliers to twist. Sometimes you don't have to. So it's exactly the same. Again, peel it off like so. Grab hold of your normal needle. Line it up. Make sure that they're the right length at the tip, not at this end, that end. Get your pliers again. Away. Snip it off. So they're the same. Sometimes what will happen is that if this can't go in that further enough, you might have to cut off another little bit and stuff like that, but you will learn by doing it loads of times, so you just know how to do it. With these, what I end up doing with these ones, because they are 8 and they are absolutely minute, is that I bend it up a little bit and then I tweak it like that. Because what happens with 8, because they're so thin needles, if they run any pressure against this, and these are hollows, the needle it just ends up crushing it a little bit, and then there's not a surrounded. So again, push it in. Get hold of that. Sometimes it's easier to have this in place, and you can then hold it at the back of the cartridge, and then make sure it's in place, make sure it's straight, give a little tweak if it's not, and make sure it's, if you look, make sure it's straight in itself, and if not, just move how you want. Okay. Then rubber band again, back over it, go onto the little rubber band post, put through again, make sure you don't snag the needles, make sure that's in the right place. With these clear ones you can see it a bit better, and then just click, make sure it's not snagging, and then you have it. Prove they actually work. This is my flight. There you go. Because what you'll get sometimes is that you'll try to pull the needle back too far and it just won't pull back further enough. If that's the case, then you need to cut down the bar a little bit more. But generally, if you go with what I've shown you with measurements and stuff like that, it's generally the same. It'll be alright. But sometimes they don't, sometimes they're a bit of a pain. But see, and then this one's the same. See, that one's right out. See, that's now taken out at the end of the bar, and as you see, I can't get it to focus on it. It is hanging out too far, but so it has no really more adjustments than that. So that's the minimum adjustments it's got, so it's already hanging out. So you have to readjust. Exactly the same. Grab hold, down, and then up, and then that will come across. T-Techs are the worst to pull apart because they're the better cartridge, so sometimes you might be able to push it in a bit further, which is just enough, like that. And back over, and then again. Make sure it goes before you click, and then click, and then you back enter again. Put it back on. And there you go. No needles are at the end. And then you got full adjustment, if that will focus on that. I'll get to about there. You can see it. Just see the needles there. Yeah, there you go. See the needles there. Alright. And that's how you swap out any needles into any carts. You just got to learn what size needles go in what size carts, really, at the end of the day. That's the only thing you got to learn. 0.8s are a lot smaller and finer than 12s. So, like I said, that's a 13, a normal 13, and that's a 0.819 in a 13 tip. So that's the only thing you've got to learn, really. But apart from that, there you go. Now you know how to mod two cartridges, basically T-Tech and a easy cart. Other cartridges that I have got that I use today, these ones. Open one of these up, I'll show you. Can't really see through it, but see, even though these are slightly designed different as well, they all still come apart. This one can't be modded because the actual, very much like the Cheyenne, which I will get in a minute as well, just to show you. Cheyenne needle. There we go. Cheyenne needle. Can't mod these. The simple reason why you can't mod them. Pull them apart. Is the needles are moulded into the back stem, so no way can you pull that out unless you unsoldered it, and that's the only reason. There's the only way you could mod them is unsoldering and resoldering, and what a ball like that would be. So to be honest, you wouldn't really gain much from it. So I wouldn't bother doing Cheyennes, and these cartridges here exactly the same. They're moulded in, so you can't mod them neither. So waste of fucking time. Waste of time. That's their ball ache to get into place. There you go. There you go. But T-Tech, you can, and so can you with easy carts, unless they start moulding them. But T-Tech are much better anyway. So there you go. Now you know how to mod cartridges. Thank you very much, and good night.